All right. Hey, YouTube, I'm Lucky, and buckle up because we are about to go for a ride down the history tube of Destiny drama dealing with an ex-Bungie dev who was a Halo composer who actually posted this on his channel page. Now, before we get into this too deep, I'm going to cover the brief bits so that way we can understand the entirety of this whole story, all right? His name is Martin O'Donnell. He is the composer of the Halo music, like the music in Halo, right? You know the music, right? It's iconic. And he posts this on his channel regularly, and he's been posting a lot of behind the scenes videos to that stuff. And he posts on his community page saying, "Looks like I'll be forced to shut down this channel soon. Thanks for following." So he's going to be forced to shut down. This was posted a month ago. This is now a deleted community page from his channel. His channel is not deleted. His Twitter account, however, is deleted. This is his info right here on, if you look him up on Google, this is Wikipedia. Martin O'Donnell, American composer known for his work, video game developer, Bungie series, etc., etc., etc. I had to do a bunch of deep digging in this because he was actually fired from Bungie years ago, and the drama that ensued behind that is actually pretty crazy, and I'll get into that in just a minute. The next thing I have to pull up is that he posts this on his community page, and this is where things start to get really spicy, and this is where it turns into drama. He posts a link, and he says, "If you buy this for any amount, you can help me pay my huge legal fees. Corporate bullying? Many things will disappear, but not this, I hope." So he actually is outright accusing Bungie of corporate bullying, which is extremely cavalier of him and definitely seems out of character from Bungie. I mean, I'm not going to act like I know everything about Bungie's history or know how they do things behind the scenes necessarily, but I don't ever really heard of anything in regards to corporate bullying from Bungie. There's pretty crazy accusations made by him, and obviously a now deleted post as well, so keep that in mind. Then next up, we go to his Twitter, and I got a lot of this information on this video because I randomly was browsing and I found a video from Shredded Nerd Show. Credit to Shredded Nerd and that video regards to this entire situation. A lot of this came to light about a month ago in its entirety, but more has unveiled throughout time. His Twitter account is now completely deleted, deactivated. He says, tweets out, "I'm thinking about retiring from the games industry for good." And then after that, on Twitter, he says, "Oh, by the way, I'll be forced to shut this down soon." He actually links his YouTube channel where he has all of the music from Halo composed up there. And he actually got into a huge legal battle. I believe it was in 2013. He got into a huge legal battle because after he was fired from Bungie, they tried to take away his royalties from the music after leaving. They said that, they own the rights to that and didn't want to pay him for it. So he literally went to court and he had this giant legal battle with Bungie, and he won his lawsuit. And he actually was paid royalties. I don't know all the details, but he was paid the royalties of his own music from composing the Halo music, and it was a big controversy. And ever since then, he's definitely had a bone to pick with Bungie, and he's always had he's been like a sort of dark horse in Bungie's history in regards to that situation. Next up on this, this is where things get really juicy. He tweets out after that, which he says, "Ask Pete Parsons." Now, if you don't know who Pete Parsons is, he doesn't stay extremely public. He's not like for example, DMG and Cosmo. They're the community managers. They're very public and you know their names regularly. But Pete Parsons is like the CEO of Bungie. So like serious head honcho. He is running the show, right? So he actually names Pete Parsons during all of this controversy. So he's accusing corporate bullying, former Bungie, musical composer for Halo. He had a huge legal battle years ago and he won his legal battle. And he's, been a very controversial figure ever since then, at least towards Bungie's name and stuff like that. And then he actually goes through this and he says, "Ask Pete Parsons straight up." So pretty crazy stuff there. I had to do a ton of research in order to find all this information. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. He clearly had to delete a bunch of these tweets, so whatever happened was a resolved issue. Do I think that Bungie is actually corporate bullying this guy? I'm not entirely sure. He seems to have a very, cavalier sort of attitude with all this stuff and nonchalant. He just, literally he named like in the middle, he already has had a legal battle with Bungie and he just says straight up, "Ask Pete Parsons," which is, that's pretty bold. At least I know in regards, I've had one legal battle in my life, and I know for sure the last thing you want to do is ever name that person or name the person you had a legal battle with publicly, because you're just opening up the whole can of worms all over again. So some pretty crazy stuff here, and I just wanted to cover this Destiny drama for y'all to give you all this story of an ex-Bungie dev claiming that his YouTube channel is being shut down by Bungie, that they're literally trying to shut down his YouTube channel because he's seemingly because he's trying to show behind the scenes music and stuff like that. And apparently Bungie has flagged some of his YouTube videos and shut his videos down, and they may have legal right to do so. So this is not like a matter of like of whether it's right or wrong. They may actually have legal right to do so, and this may end up being going back to court again. Who knows what the entire situation is, but I just wanted to cover this because I thought this was some crazy drama, and I had no clue who Marty O'Donnell was until I found out about this story. And doing some digging and research and prying around on Reddit definitely opened up some big news story for me, and it was actually really interesting. So that's a wrap on this video, though. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you did enjoy. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.